Good morning, Northern New Mexico. You're listening to Live at Northern, your community radio show from Northern New Mexico College. I'm your host, Stephanie Montoya.
And I'm Billy Keys.
I'm glad you could join us this morning, Coach.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, looks like we got some rain or something last night. I must have missed it, but there's puddles everywhere.
It came down pretty hard for a minute. So
yeah, I saw kind of a light show in the distance heading towards Santa Fe. Last night we've really needed it. Rain.
Yeah.
Thought it would rain more this summer, and it really hasn't. So at least not here. So that was a welcome thing for sure. Well, whether you're just turning in or a returning listener, we just wanted to let our listeners know our program is on every alternating Wednesday from 9:05 to 9:50. This is our time to share what's new at Northern, celebrate our students, faculty, and staff, and help the community to get to know your local college.
Yeah, that's right. And in addition to all the great information our listeners hear, they'll also have the chance to win a couple of great prizes. So make sure you pay attention during the show, because at some point during the end, we will mention some trivia that could be your ticket to some Northern swag. The opportunity to call in will come later, so just stay tuned.
I know everyone's looking forward to that, because we have gotten folks calling in like the second we drop that question. So there's no question that people out there are excited about winning, some northern swag. I think we have a tumbler mug today, keep your drinks hot and cold. And then we also have a mixer bottle with like a little metal ball in there to mix your protein shakes or whatever. So,
good.
That's kind of a preview of what we'll be giving away toward the end of the show. And be sure to keep your ears open for those trivia question answers. We won't tell you the question till the end, but it'll be something that we talk about today on the show. And today, we're going to talk about our athletics gearing up for the season, including our Lady Eagles basketball, which should be exciting. And we're also talking to faculty from our College of Business about some exciting new degree programs that were just approved. So our listeners will want to stay tuned for that. Well, Billy, I was in the Eagle gym the other day, and I noticed that our men were practicing pretty hard already for the upcoming season. Any updates on the team?
Yeah, the guys, they're working pretty hard. We're in our preseason phase, so a lot of conditioning, a lot of weight training, and then we're not putting in too many offensive and defensive things, but we are trying to establish some principles that we're going to use this year. All the guys have been working extremely hard. We're trying to push them to a limit and put a lot of pressure on them in our preseason training so that when the games come, it can be a lot easier for them. But we have a tough schedule this year, and we're looking forward to a 21 season. Coach Cordova has allowed me the opportunity to really put some input into some defensive and offensive philosophies, and I'm thankful for that. And the guys, they've just been very receptive. All the guys, especially our returners, they're like how can I explain it? They're just like anxious to receive the information from me, and they're alert and they're conscious of what they're doing. And I think if we continue to work hard, our season can be great.
I think that's awesome, and I definitely see that dedication even just in, the little bit of practice that I was able to witness the other day on my way to the weight room in the gym. But I'm sure we have a great season ahead of us to look forward to, and it's good to hear that the men's team is gearing up for this season. But we can't forget about our Lady Eagles. Joining us today is new assistant women's basketball coach Jocelynn Lackey. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, Jocelynn, you're new to the role of assistant coach, but you're not new to women's basketball at Northern. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your playing career?
So, I actually went to school in Houston, Texas, and I played pretty much my whole high school career in Houston. I played for 2 different varsity teams in different parts of Texas, and then I ended up moving to New Mexico, and I played for Northern for about 2 years. And we did pretty good. We had a decent team.
I would say so. I wouldn't say you just played for Northern. I read that you helped guide the Lady Eagles back-to-back conference tournament appearances. So it's great to have you on the coaching staff now. And for those of you who don't know you, why don't you tell us a little bit about what drew you to Northern?
I have a husband. I got married straight out of high school. and he's in the military. We've been married for almost 7 years now, and we were stationed in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that's pretty much how we ended up in New Mexico. I had a friend who recruited me to Northern, and I came here. I met the head coach now, Coach Catano, and he was the boys' assistant coach at the time. I left, he left, and when we both left, we both ended up in Vegas. He asked me to coach, and that's how I ended up back here.
And when you say Vegas, you mean
Las Vegas, Nevada.
The big Vegas.
The big Vegas, not the small Vegas.
We kind of have a different definition of Vegas around here. You might have figured that out by now.
Yeah.
So, I think Northern and Espanola, New Mexico has that kind of effect on people. It sort of draws you back.
You always end up coming back here. When I moved to Vegas, everybody used to tell me, because I was living in Albuquerque at the time, you're going to miss it. And I was like, I'm going to miss it. It's Albuquerque. Especially moving from Houston, Texas, where it's like so big.
Right.
So then I moved to Albuquerque. It's really small. Espanola is even smaller.
Right.
So when I left and I ended up coming back, I did kind of miss it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's great to hear. I was born and raised here in New Mexico, so it's interesting to hear about people who come from other places and then they come back. And I totally understand that. For me, it's home, but it's great to have you back here with us and on staff.
Yeah. So Jocelynn, what can we look forward to this season? What are your goals for the Lady Eagles?
So for the girls, we actually have a lot of talent and all new recruits. So we have a couple girls from Albuquerque. They went to Highland High School. And a lot of girls. We have actually a couple from Vegas. We got some from Colorado. But we actually have a lot of talent. So the girls should do really well. And we're basically doing it, same thing as the boys, defense. Well, we've been working a lot on defense. Defense.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still trying to ingrain some things into them because some of them are very young. And we're trying to get them to kind of grow up faster. Mm-hmm. And the talent is there. It's just about instilling the chemistry. We're trying to get that chemistry going for them, and once they get it, it's gonna be fun to watch.
And I was looking, kind of at the news on the athletic side, and it seems like every little while it was like, superstar from Highland High School joins Northern, and just kind of all these new recruits that were being signed. So it definitely makes for what looks like to be a really strong roster. And then of course, if you kind of instill some of those fundamentals, get the defense up to par, hopefully we'll have a strong season here.
Yes.
So
you working closely with Coach Mario. What is he like?
Mario's great. He's an interesting guy. He's nice, but then when he says something, he means it. So he's a very much that type of guy, and he's a hard worker. He's one of the hardest working people I've ever been around in my entire life. I feel it, and the girls feel it. Like, our schedule is from 7 to 8 every day. They feel it, and he's like, when he says something, he means it, but when he shows up, you see him working, so everybody else has to work.
Right. It's always that leadership to kind of set the example.
Yeah, he sets the tone. Mm-hmm. And he actually really, really cares about the girls in the program. He's trying to make a really great program.
So where do you see yourself kind of in that dynamic, with him? Are you going to be kind of the...
I'm the backup.
Yeah.
So I'm the backup to the... he's actually very, very patient, but I'm more patient. So I'm kind of like the backup. So when he says something, I back him up, and then I'll explain it to them.
Okay.
And I'm very much just the...
Break it down.
Yeah. Break it down if they need it.
Well, I know our athletes work very hard on the court. I see them, whenever they go to class, they're going straight back to the Eagle Gym afterward to get back into practice. But, they work just as hard in the classroom. And I know that Coach Keys has mentioned this in the past, but, maybe you can talk a little bit about how academic performance kind of fits in.
Yes. So we actually have study hall every day right after practice for a couple hours. and the days are long. So we want to make sure that everybody's getting their homework done, tests done. A lot of them have online classes, so we're trying to make sure that gets done, and just stay on top of their schooling. It's very important, and of course we want them to pass for academic reasons more so than basketball, because we're trying to graduate.
Right. I think that's really important. As big as basketball is at Northern, as big as it is in Northern New Mexico, always going back to why it is that you're enrolled in college and kind of what those longer term goals are. And I think some of the discipline and, leadership skills that you all are instilling with your teams really translate into that and developing students as well. So. Well, yeah, it's great to have you on staff and on the show, and we look forward to a strong season from the Lady Eagles.
First game, October 24th.
Yes,
against Southwest.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye out.
At home.
Here, okay, all right. Let's get out there and support. I know that Coach Mario, just seeing him work, I agree. His work ethic is just second to none, and I think it's really going to wear off on the girls in the program. I'm really excited to see you guys play and put a good product out there on the floor for our Eagles fans.
Appreciate it.
In other news, I know our men's and women's golf teams, they're teeing up in Park University in Arizona. They're teeing up today. They'll be up there all week. They have a game up there versus Park, so we want to wish them luck. Coach Martinez went up there, and she's excited. They traveled up. I believe they left yesterday, and they'll be up there Friday. So hopefully they can come back with some wins up there in Gilbert, Arizona. So we're just going to wish them luck.
Good luck, Eagles. And Coach Keys, do you have any updates for our listeners about our other teams, cross country and cheer dance?
Well, cross country, not so much, but our cheer and dance team, I know we just hired a new head coach, Coach Curtis. She's just took over that role. And also, I believe they have 3 to 4 new cheerleaders, always looking to add more talent. They're excited about the year because at first it was looking like we might not get enough participants, but nevertheless, those girls went out and hustled. They put the word out there, and now I believe it's a 6-member team. They would like to have anywhere between 10 and 12. And so we're excited about that, and I think we have a good coach on hand that's committed and ready to really get the crowd going for all the boys and girls games this year.
That's awesome, and they're still recruiting. I imagine they want to grow their team. So
Yes.
if you are interested in that, who should they contact?
Just contact. You can contact me, Coach Keys, over at Northern New Mexico. 505-747-2232. You can call me in my office, the athletics department. We're always looking. Coach Elena Martinez, you can email her at elena.martinez@nmmc.edu. She's the head coach of the golf team, men's and women. And also the same for the cheerleading teams. You can contact me via email at william.keys@nmmc.edu. So, again, we're always looking for more golfers. We're always looking for more cheerleaders. We're always looking for more cross country. So if that's an interest of yours and you want to go to school and obtain and get your degree, please hit us up and let us know that you're interested.
And we can put more information about, if anyone's interested in playing, for those teams on our Facebook page and on our website as well. And, hopefully we can have some of those students and those coaches on the show in the near future.
Yeah, and just so our listeners know, the schedules for our men's and women's basketball season are now available online. The season kicks off October 24th. Like Coach said, we will both be playing the University of the Southwest. The women game starts at 5 p.m. and the men game starts at 7. So you can come up and get both games and come support your local team. You can find schedules, again, you can find the full schedule along with all the athletic news at nmmcedu.com. lackeyeagles.com. We'll be having small schedule cards posted throughout the businesses. Dairy Queen, who's a sponsor of ours, and Stop and Eat, they will have a lot of calendars, or you can come into the administration office. There's some small cards all around there. So please come out and support our men's and women's basketball team and all our athletic programs.
Absolutely, and we want to fill the stands. I know Coach Cordova was going to, give us some season passes to give away, maybe on our upcoming show, and so, we really want to make sure that we have everyone, community, students, staff, faculty, come out and support our team. And our listeners can also keep up with athletics on Twitter. Their handle is at NNMC Basketball for live news and updates. And we'll be sure to share the schedule and other news on Northern's main Facebook account and website homepage as well as the season approaches. Well, thank you for joining us, Jocelynn, and good luck to you and the Lady Eagles.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Jocelynn. And I've mentioning the season passes. We do have those season passes for sale now. If you see a Lady Eagle or an Eagle men's or women's basketball player, they will have them for sale. They're $40 each for all season long. So if you see them in the community, or if you see, again, if you want to stop by the athletics department, we do have those season passes available now. They're $40 a piece for the whole year.
So how many games is that about?
I think we have roughly 12 to 13 games here at home, and then so it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that is a good deal.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. You get out, it's roughly $2-3 a game if you kind of round it off or whatever, or multiply, whatever you want to say. But come on out and come check us out, man. I think $40 for a season pass is a great deal for men and women. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you for that info. And let's get into the main topic of our show today. Our College of Business faculty are joining us with some exciting and brand new program offerings. These were just approved. Billy, have you heard about our College of Business or business degree programs at Northern?
Yeah, we have a few students that are majoring in business. I've heard it's a very, very good program, especially for what tuition cost is at Northern. I think we have one of the best business programs here in the state, and it's a wonderful opportunity to get out and get your business degree. So, I'm really excited about our business program and where it's headed.
Absolutely. Our business programs, degrees are certainly a popular choice among students, and the College of Business has actually gained national recognition for its offerings. It's accredited. Specifically the College of Business is accredited in addition to the general accreditation that Northern has as a whole. But joining us today from our College of Business are Dean Lori Baca and Associate Professor Victoria Earhart. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Stephanie, and good morning to all our KDC listeners.
Good morning, Ms. Lori Baca.
Well, since we like to brag on our talented faculty at Northern, why don't you tell our listeners about your background and what you teach at Northern?
So I started off as an adjunct, and I became full-time faculty. Then I became a chair and a dean about 5 years ago. I've taught many classes, probably most of them, and this semester I'm not teaching, but I'm looking forward to teaching next semester, and I'll probably teach the capstone course.
Everybody at Northern knows you, and especially, in the department, in the College of Business. And seems like I wasn't aware of kind of your track record there. You kind of took every step along the way to dean, which I think is pretty cool. And now, heading up the College of Business. And what about you, Victoria?
Well, I have a somewhat wide-ranging background. I started in the humanities. My first set of graduate degrees is in historical theology. I taught for the Air Force. I taught weekend college, both in the United States and in Jerusalem. Then I earned an MBA and worked in commercial insurance in risk management. I started teaching business computer applications up at UNM Los Alamos, and now I am at Northern, and I'm in charge of the Office Administration program and the business computer application classes at Northern.
Those are certainly very important skills, and that is a very interesting and varied academic career there. And working in Jerusalem, that must have been interesting.
It's an interesting place.
Yeah, so I've heard. Well, let's start with the big news. I understand that the Higher Learning Commission has approved 3 new certificate programs. Why don't you tell us what those are?
Yes, I am excited about these certificates because it has taken a while to get these certificates through all of the steps. We have a Microsoft Office Specialist certificate, and that will include classes in the 4 programs of Microsoft Office, so Excel, Word, Access, and PowerPoint. We also now have a certificate in project management, and we have revived and revised our certificate in hospitality, tourism, and restaurant management. We're all about employability at the College of Business.
Okay.
Excellent.
So once again, our new certificate programs are Microsoft Office Specialist Certificate, which includes Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint, the Certificate in Project Management, and the Certificate in Hospitality, Tourism, and Restaurant Management.
Great. I hope everyone out there heard that
Right.
and got that. So, Victoria, I understand that you teach several of these classes. Can you tell our listeners about what they need to do for each of the programs, when they start, and what the benefits are?
Well, we'll start with the Microsoft Office Specialist Certificate, which includes Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint. These classes are offered both in class and online. This certificate can be completed in 1 semester. You can have a professional career in 16 weeks.
Wow.
All right.
That's amazing.
This is considered a critical job for New Mexico. There's a critical shortage of highly qualified office administrators. So New Mexico Workforce Connections will subsidize tuition for qualifying students in office administration. And once you get your certificate as a Microsoft Office Specialist, you can apply for jobs at the lab, and entry-level admin jobs at the lab start in the 40,000s with the benefits package. So this
Wow.
is an easy, these are family supporting wage jobs in 16 weeks.
That's amazing.
That's excellent. I know these skills are, in almost every job description that you see these days, whether it's, admin position or, even higher level positions. It says must be proficient in Word, must be proficient in PowerPoint and Excel. And, for the state of New Mexico, that state's largest employer, the government, they're looking for these skills as well. So it's definitely an important skill set to have.
You make a very good point, Stephanie, that even if you do not want an administrative job, you will need these skills in any kind of management position. They're just assumed as part of your toolkit.
I mean, I use these programs on a regular basis myself, being in communications, so really it goes across sectors.
Yeah.
And if you're interested, we do have class in Word and a class in Excel beginning on October 14th. So you can get a jump on this. You don't have to wait until next semester. You can start with those 2 very important classes. One will be, I believe they're both online.
So those go toward the certificate.
They are the certificate classes. So
Okay.
you can knock off half of the certificate classes. And it's important to realize all of the classes that you take for the certificate can roll over into a degree.
So
These
an
are
associate's,
an associate's degree. These are credit classes, and they roll over as credit towards a degree if you wish to pursue a degree. The certificate is easier to earn in the sense that it's quicker to earn, and you can start working, you can get into the workforce, you can start your career.
Excellent. So let's move to the next certificate in project management.
This is a pull-out certificate for people with some experience in business. These are 5 upper-level project management classes. These classes are offered online and on campus. So whether you have a business background, you're already doing project management, but you need the classes in order to qualify, or you're in engineering, project management is essential for all of those career fields. The certificate in project management helps prepare a person to take the Project Management Institute exam to become a certified project manager. And I believe the starting salary for certified project managers is in the mid-70,000s. And it goes up from there.
These are some pretty impressive numbers that you're throwing out, especially given the, the time frame for completing these programs and the affordability of enrolling in these programs at Northern. It's a really big return on investment, to use a business term.
It certainly is. The third certificate, it's not a brand new certificate, but we have revised it to make it an upper level certificate. This is the certificate in hospitality, tourism, and restaurant management. This is a 2-semester program, and it's for current and potential restaurant, hotel, casino employees who wish to move into management. This prepares you for a career in the hospitality industry at the managerial level.
I know that's really big in our area. We're surrounded by different casinos and resorts, and there's more popping up all the time. We've got restaurants. We've got, Santa Fe right nearby with the huge tourist market. I know these jobs are always, hiring for people with those skill sets. So that's definitely responding to the needs in this area.
We're all about employability, and we do have many, many jobs to fill in these areas in the hospitality and restaurant industry.
Excellent. So who should people contact if they have questions about these certificates?
You can contact me at the College of Business Administration at Northern. My name is Victoria Earhart again. My office phone number is 505-747-2183. And if you didn't get any of those numbers, just call the college and ask for Victoria in the College of Business, and your call will get through to me.
Excellent. And we'll post some more information on our website about these degrees. We'll have some ads going out soon on the radio and in print, so you'll be able to get that information.
So what are some other certificates the College Business offers?
Well, we still have our bookkeeper certificate. These are for people who either have or are looking for an entry-level accounting job, and there are many, many accounting positions available. A bookkeeper certificate is the entry-level certificate, several semesters of accounting plus some QuickBooks. So that's one is not too difficult to get. We also have a certificate in entrepreneurship as well as e-commerce. If you want to start your own business or if you already have your own business. Funders, bankers, grant writers, they want to see that you have some academic background in running your small business. So the classes that we offer in the entrepreneur certificate and the e-commerce certificate fulfill that need for people. It gives you an advantage when you are seeking funding to either start or expand your own small business.
And what if somebody, isn't necessarily looking to take credit classes to get a degree, but they do want to kind of freshen up on some of these skills or gain some of these skills?
If you're trying to build your skill set, or it's been a while and you need to upgrade your skills, or you want to have some academic qualifications to show employers, you can take all of these classes as non-credit. If you don't want the grade or don't need the grade, you can take them as non-credit through our continuing education department. The College of Business works very closely with the Northern Continuing Ed department.
Great to know. And so beyond the certificates, Northern has plenty of other business courses and program offerings. What else do we offer?
Well, Northern has both associate's and bachelor's degrees. We have the associates in business. Those are the core business classes. And then bachelor's degrees in accounting. And there are a lot of accounting positions out there, and they pay well. Mm-hmm. Okay. We also offer a bachelor's in business management and a full bachelor's in project management.
And I kind of wanted maybe Dr. Lori Baca to talk a little bit about the accreditation status of our College of Business, kind of the significance of that, what that means. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So we became accredited in 2015, and all our programs, all the certificates, associate degrees, and bachelor's degrees are accredited. We are good with that accreditation till 2025, and we are able to offer these programs, and they, as we said before, we're accredited so the employers know that we're accredited and they're more likely to hire. And because of that, for example, we have students that have gained employment for state and county positions. The lab, Los Alamos National Laboratory, has hired. And by the way, they are looking to hire some interns or some positions starting now and in the summer. And so some examples of those are they're looking for UGS or undergraduate research technicians, mechanical technicians, project control student interns, business support student interns, finance and accounting interns. And so they're looking to hire a lot of students. So that's one thing. You must be a student at Northern New Mexico College, but you don't have to wait. If you're interested in any of these positions, you can start by taking classes. Victoria mentioned some classes starting now in October, so you could sign up for those classes. And if you're interested, you can come and see me. I'm going to have a workshop going on tomorrow, September 12th at 5:30 in the JCI building. And that JCI building is located across the gym on Railroad Avenue. So if you're interested or know anybody that's interested, please tell them that we're offering some. It's a workshop to get started on writing the resumes and cover letters.
And that's a great foot in the door, I think, for Lannel. Everybody thinks about the STEM jobs, the tech jobs that our students end up getting at the labs, but they don't understand that our business students also, get those jobs. So I don't want anyone out there to think that they're not eligible for jobs at the labs because they're not, a science, technology, engineering, or math student. So that's a great opportunity.
Yeah, you don't have to be in the STEM field, the math and the engineering. You could do business, accounting, finance. So they're looking for business support with the certificates that Victoria just mentioned. If you want to take some of those classes, that'll get you started.
And I know that we'll be announcing some more details a little bit later, but your workshop on the 12th is kind of in preparation for a couple of resume workshops that will be happening next week on Wednesday and Thursday for students to prepare their resume. And the recruiters from Lannel, the hiring managers, will actually be on site to help students with that directly. So,
yeah, that's right.
And most importantly, what are some of the perks of being a business student?
Well, this is not just for business students, but for the core business classes for the AA. We wanted to make this accessible and affordable to everyone. So we use free online textbooks. Your textbooks for core classes for your associates in business are free. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation buys the copyright and then makes the textbooks available online for free, because I know textbooks are very expensive.
They are.
This is a way to make this accessible and affordable and very convenient for people, because your textbook is online. So you need to be online. So computercharitynm.org offers refurbished computers to qualifying college students for free. So these can be desktop computer systems. They do have some laptops. So it is possible to get a computer for your studies for free. computercharitynm.org. They are located in Santa Fe, so they're convenient to get to, right off of the intersection of St. Michael's and Cerrillos. So your textbooks can be free, your computer can be free, and as a Northern New Mexico College student, you get the student edition of Microsoft 365 free. And the Eagle Techs at Northern will help you load that on the computer.
So really, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to pursue
Everybody
a business degree
can
at
do
Northern.
this. Money should not be an obstacle to anyone to at least get your associates and get in the workforce at a decent family-supporting wage job.
Well, that's great to hear that it's so accessible, so high demand, and so high paying. And, you know, as a reminder, we will be having some 8-week courses starting in October, on October 14th, specifically for Word and Excel. And then, you know, any other 8-week classes we have at the college, we will be sure to announce. And then, of course, the spring semester, you're welcome to join.
It's important. If you are thinking about one of these certificates, please contact us. If we get a cohort together, we will begin to offer the classes beginning in October. You don't have to wait till January, but we need a group of people so that we can start a cohort, and we will put the classes on the schedule and start the middle of October.
That's great. So based on demand, you'll just kind of put this together for people to be able to start if they're really interested in doing that.
Yes.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Victoria and Dr. Lori Baca, Dean of the College of Business. We really appreciate you sharing this information with us. It's really exciting that we have these new certificate programs. I really hope people out there are going to take advantage of them. I know they will, and we're going to see some great things coming from those, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Are a lot of your classes online, or are a lot of them on campus? Or is it a good mix of both? You can go half and half. I mean,
Yeah, many are online. I would say maybe about at least 10 a semester. We also have some face-to-face. They're traditional.
Right.
And then we have some that are mixed, hybrid classes.
and the October 14th class, the Word and Excel, would that be an online class, or would it be?
I believe both of them are online.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Yeah.
So flexible scheduling options and delivery options for students. That's
Yes.
very important. Okay, well, it's that time. We're going to give away some Northern branded swag. When we announce the trivia question, be the first to call in with the correct answer and win. The number to call is 753-8131.
Yeah, our first prize is a silver Northern Eagles insulated thermo double walled. It will keep your drink hot or cold for hours. Again, the number to call is 753-8131. The first question is, name 2 of the 3 certificates being offered in business.
The new certificates, yeah, the ones that we just announced.
Oh, yes. The name 2 of the 3
Okay, it
new
looks like
certificates.
we have a caller.
Oh, here we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're on the air with Live at Northern. Who are we talking to today?
This is Mariah Trujillo.
Hi, Mariah. Did you call in last week?
Yes, and I went to the bookstore to get my cup, and they said they had given it to someone else.
Uh-oh. Well, we better follow up on that. Maybe there's another
so I
Mariah
really
Trujillo
wanted
out
to
there.
win a cup.
Okay, well, you're determined. We're going to make sure you get your cups. So do you have the answer to our question?
Yes, it is Microsoft Office certificate and access to PowerPoint.
So that's one of the
bookkeeping.
certificates.
And then the hotel management hospitality.
Absolutely. You got it. You just needed to
Project
get 2 out of 3. So, and you got the third one for extra credit too. So congratulations. We will make sure that you receive your prize
Right.
this time. I'm sorry for the mix up.
Make sure they ask for an ID or something.
Yeah,
They said they
we
had
might
given
have
it
to
someone.
crack down on that since this is becoming
Right.
a very popular contest. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, good job. So our second prize is a Northern Eagles blender bottle, complete with the steel mixer ball. It's great for protein shakes and smoothies. The trivia question is,
Oh, you know what? I guess we need to come up with another trivia question. Okay, what's one of the perks of being a student at Northern? What in the College of Business? We talked about several benefits that the students taking business classes at Northern can receive in terms of, free support is a hint. So if you can name one of the perks of being a business student, that will be our second trivia question. And again, the number to call, 753-8131.
What are some of the perks of being a business student? Oh, you have a caller.
I think there we go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, who are we talking to?
This is Adam Archuleta.
Hi, Adam. Do you have an answer for our question?
I think I do. About a personal laptop.
That's kind of close. Do you want to expand on that a little bit?
You take classes at Northern. You can qualify. Money should not be an object. You should be able to qualify for a...
Okay, well, yeah, you were clearly listening closely. So, yeah, and actually that is a benefit that is offered through a specific service that Northern works with. I'm trying to find the name right now, Victoria.
It's important to note that the computers are not just for business students. It's for any college student in any department. And the organization is computercharitynm.org. They're located in Santa Fe, so they're easy to go down and get your computer after you contact them. But any student in any department can see if they qualify for a free either desktop computer or a laptop.
There we go. Well, good job, Adam. We will have your prize available at the bookstore at Northern, so we'll give them your name and phone number, and just be sure to stop by and pick that up sometime after this morning.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks. You too. Okay, well, if you didn't win today, that's okay. We'll have more opportunities to win during our next show in a couple of weeks. And in the meantime, I encourage you to stop by our bookstore and see the new designs we have. I really like the Enya t-shirts featuring the artwork created by the Larrañaga family. I don't know if you've seen those t-shirts at the bookstore. It kind of celebrates Española culture. There's a big N, with the tilde over it, the Enya, which, celebrates both Española and Northern. And there's some really cool artwork, featuring lowriders and some other cultural aspects. And some of the proceeds from that go directly to the family for creating that art. So that's pretty cool. And we just have a few announcements about upcoming events. Northern is partnering with Kit Carson Electric Cooperative and Guzman Energy to break ground on a 1.5 megawatt solar array on our El Rito campus this Friday, September 13th, starting at 10 a.m. The solar array will power about 850 homes and businesses, and this will help Northern reach its goal of attaining 100% net zero power in the next 10 years.
Wow.
And if you're interested in working at Los Alamos National Laboratory, as we mentioned, you can attend a meeting on September 12th at 5:30 p.m. in JCI, room 115. That is the business building off of Railroad Avenue behind the Eagle Gym. The positions available include UGS research technician, mechanical technician, project control student intern, and business support student intern. And then the Lannel hiring managers and former student interns will be on site next week for a resume workshop. That'll be Wednesday, September 18th at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock p.m. and the next day, September 19th at 2 p.m. in the NNMC boardroom in the Montoya admin building. Northern will also celebrate Constitution Day on Tuesday, September 17th. Come learn about the Constitution, register to vote if you haven't already, play games and more. That'll be from 12:30 to 1:30 in the Eagle Cafe. And the first meeting of Northern's Black and African American Student Club will also be held Tuesday, September 17th at 12:30 in AD 101-102 in the Montoya building. The club is open to anyone interested in promoting the culture, history, and academic achievements and fostering a culture of support and inclusion for these students at Northern and in the region. Northern and the Critical Praxis Cooperative will host the 2019 International Critical Psychology Praxis Congress on September 27th and 28th in the Center for the Arts. This transdisciplinary event brings together global scholars, activists, and practitioners who desire to imagine a world-centric critical psychology. So more information about that will be on our website and on our Facebook page. And the Department of Biology, Chemistry, and Environmental Science has announced its Fall Biology Seminar Series. The next one will be this Friday with Dr. Wes Colgan of Biology and Environmental Science, Fungi to Fruit Flies, his journey as a scientist. And that rounds out our upcoming events, but there's always more news and events on our Facebook at facebook.com/Northern New Mexico College. You can follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at Northern NNMC. Also visit our website at nnmc.edu.
Yeah, that's our show for today, but we will be back on the air 2 Wednesdays from now, which is August 28th, with more from Northern New Mexico College. Thank you for all your listeners for joining us.
And I think that's September 28th.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Couple weeks. No worries.
I'm still in August. It's September.
The 25th. Okay. Well, 2 Wednesdays from now. And thanks for listening. And we all hope you have a happy and safe weekend. Gracias.